Few fun facts to start this question. So here's a little picture of the sun, and the Earth is orbiting it. And it takes approximately 365 days for the Earth to orbit the sun. A day is actually more of an independent thing. It's the Earth is spinning around its axis, and it takes a day for it to spin around entirely, which we then divide into 24 hours. But if we define a day as that time period, then it takes 365 days roughly, but it's actually 365.24 something. So every now and then we have a leap year to keep the running total correct. Every 4 years, in fact, we have a year that has 366 days, and that's where February the 29th comes from. Just a tiny little bit more information before you actually do the question. Every 100 years, so every 4 years we have a leap year, but every 100 years we actually skip one. So in the year 2100, that won't be a leap year. 2200 won't be, and 2300. Although, just to keep it correct, every 400 years we do have a leap year. So 2400 will be a leap year, and the year 2001 as well as 2004, 2008, and so on. And I guess just other slight modifications may be coming every now and then just to keep it correct. 365 days in a year. We actually have 7 days in a week. That's what humans have decided. So let's work out how many weeks there are in a year. Sevens into 36, go 5, remainder 1. Sevens into 15, go 2, remainder 1. So in a year, there are 52 whole weeks, but then there's actually an extra day. So if we had January the 1st in some point in the 1990s, after 52 weeks, oh, I'm sorry, this was a Monday. After 52 weeks, we'd be back to a Monday, but actually we wouldn't quite be back to January the 1st. That's what I'm trying to say here, because there's this remainder 1. So in the second year, it would actually move to Monday, January the 2nd. An extra day is added on basically every year for the same day. So every regular year, we're going to have the days increase by 1. So you might have noticed your birthday's not the same day every year. It's actually going forwards by 1 most years. Except in a leap year, actually the days increase by 2, because when we do 366, there would be a remainder of 2. And that's at the heart of this question. So in 11 years, January the 1st was back to being a Monday. Now, that means, okay, the quick way of doing this question is, right, it's been 11 years, so we've definitely moved forward by 1 day, 11 times at least, but there's going to be some leap years when we move on by more. In fact, there's got to be 3 years to get back to 14. It's got to be a multiple of 7 to get back to a Monday. So it must be that the days have moved up by 11 times, but for a leap year, it would have moved up by 2. So it would have moved up by 1 here and then like an extra 1 3 times. And that means there must have been 3 leap years. That's the only way that we can get it to be 14. So the answer is C. An alternative way to do this question is say that there are L leap years, and so there are going to be 11 minus L regular years. So for the 11 minus L regular years, we're going to go up by 1 every time. And for the L leap years, we're going to go up by 2 every time. So in total, we're going to go up by this amount. And that must equal 14. So it can't equal 7. It's 11's more than 7. But we're not going to get to 21. It must be 14. So I've created this equation. Now I can solve for L. So 11 minus L plus 2L is 14. And that means L is going to equal 14 minus 11. And that also gets us to 3. So it's just an alternative way of doing it. Well done.